In her dreams, Linda was married to a weird old man, but in real life, Linda could not keep a relationship. Linda was very beautiful. Men were always around her. She had a calm and attractive personality. But anytime a man asked her out and she said yes, something strange happened. The next morning, she would wake up with plenty pimples all over her face. The sudden change always shocked the men. Things would become awkward between them. Before long, the relationship would end. After it happened many times, Linda began to notice a pattern. At first, she told herself it was stress or maybe her hormones. Maybe it was just bad luck. But sometimes, a small fear would enter her heart, almost like something did not want her to be happy. Still, Linda did not think much of it. Linda was a model. Her beauty came naturally. But whenever the pimples appeared, she had to reject jobs and postpone photo shoots until her face was clear again. She tried different creams that people recommended. She tried natural remedies. She visited several dermatologists, but nothing worked. After some time, the pimple would disappear on their own and her face would return to normal. And of course, life would move on. In Linda's heart, she convinced herself that everything was fine until the next time she agreed to date someone. Then the circle repeated itself again. One day, Linda landed a job to be the face model for Fundy, one of the biggest beauty brands in the country. Getting that job was a dream come true. Linda was very excited. Victoria, Linda's manager, best friend and roommate, warned her to be extra careful. She reminded Linda to use her skincare products properly and to always keep her bedsheets and towels clean. She could not afford any pimples to appear before the shoot. Linda took the warning seriously. She washed her bedsheet and towels after just one day of use. She avoided anything that could trigger acne. She joined the NCP morning prayer every day. She did not want anything to spoil this opportunity. That night, Linda had another dream. In the dream, Linda saw the same man she always saw. He did not want her to go for the shoot. Linda explained to him that the shoot was important for her career and that she could not miss it. When she woke up, she felt uneasy. She wondered why she always had to explain herself to this man in her dream. Still, she told herself it was only a dream and she tried not to think too much about it. That day was important and she could not allow fear or confusion to distract her. Linda prepared early. She and Victoria arrived at the studio on time. Her makeup was done perfectly and the photo shoot went very well. She took beautiful pictures with the brand's products, lipstick, powder, everything. The results were impressive. Just as they were about to leave, the CEO of Fundy walked into the studio. The products manager introduced Linda to him. The moment he saw her, he became interested. I mean, she was beautiful. He spoke with her briefly, collected her phone number, and told her he would call her. Linda could not stop smiling as she spoke with him. Standing behind her, Victoria noticed how happy Linda looked, and for the first time in a long while, everything seemed to be going right. After they left the studio and got home, Victoria started teasing Linda. "Ah, Linda, did you notice how Mr. Wellington was looking at you? I think he likes you." "Omo, he's a big fish," Linda continued. "Rich men always love you, unlike me. It is only that church rat Joshua that keeps coming for me. I don't even like him." Linda smiled and replied, "Omo, you are beautiful, Joe. No, they whine me. And besides, I can't tell if he likes me until he calls." Just as she finished speaking, her phone rang. It was Mr. Wellington. The call did not last long, but when Linda ended it, she could not stop smiling. Victoria rushed to her. "What did he say?" Linda was still smiling. "Oh, tell me, Joe, what did he say?" Victoria asked again. Linda finally replied, "He said he wants us to have dinner tomorrow." Victoria shouted, "I knew it! I said it! He likes you!" As they were still talking, Linda's phone buzzed twice. The first message was a bank alert. The second one was a message from Mr. Wellington's personal assistant. It read, "Mr. Wellington has requested that 3 million naira be transferred to you to help you prepare for your dinner tomorrow." Linda stared at her phone for a while. Then she said, Wow, I have dated rich men before, but Mr. Wellington is definitely topping the charts. Victoria could not believe it. Wait, 3 million naira just to prepare for a date? Linda, you are lucky. Being beautiful really pays. God, am I a pencil? Linda only smiled. Inside her heart, she felt happy, but also scared. This kind of attention was new to her, and she could not help but wonder how long the happiness would last. That night, as Linda slept, she had another dream. In the dream, she saw the same man she always saw. He was angry with her for agreeing to go on a date with another man. Linda tried to explain to him that it was just a dinner and the man was someone she worked with. When Linda woke up, the dream stayed in her mind. She wondered why she always saw this same man in her dream and why she always found herself explaining her life decisions to him. Still, she did not think much of it. Linda was truly not observant. Well, she had a date to prepare for and she had 3 million naira to prepare. But Linda already had good clothes. She did not spend much of the 3 million naira. She only hired a makeup artist and prepared herself carefully for the dinner. By exactly 5 p.m., she received a text message from Mr. Wellington. I am at your gate. Linda felt nervous. She checked herself in the mirror one last time and waved Victoria goodbye. Victoria smiled and wished her well. Outside, Mr. Wellington was waiting in his car, a sleek Mercedes-Benz. As Linda entered the car, she said a short prayer in her heart. Sincerely, she hoped that this time would be different. He took her to one of the most expensive restaurants in town. They talked and laughed over dinner. Before they left, he gave her a gift, a Rolex watch worth $100,000. In Linda's mind, she shouted, "Ha! Odogu with the doings!" But she tried to stay calm in reality, cause she was a big girl now. After the dinner, he bought takeout food for her to give to Victoria and then drove her home. When Linda got back, Victoria was surprised by everything. The watch, the takeout food, the money he had sent earlier. Wow, you are lucky. I wish I were you, Victoria said. Linda did not reply immediately. Victoria noticed and asked, Linda, you are supposed to be happy. Linda finally spoke. I am scared. She continued, you know, every time I start dating a man, pimples fill my face. I will be too embarrassed if this happens again and Mr. Wellington sees it. I really don't want this again. Victoria was quiet for a moment. Then she said, let's see how it goes, but for now, enjoy it. Later that night, Mr. Wellington called Linda. He told her how much he enjoyed spending time with her. Yes. Linda told him she enjoyed it too. He then asked if they could go out again the following week. After a short pause, Linda agreed. That night, Linda slept and she had another dream. She saw the same man again. This time he was very angry. He shouted at her for going on a date and for agreeing to go out with the man again. When Linda woke up the next morning, she felt tired and uneasy, as if she just got out from a heated argument, but she was sleeping. She joined the NCP morning prayer as usual, and after the prayer, she felt a little better. Life continued. Linda completed the shoot for Fundy and later took Victoria out for girls' night because she just got 3 million naira. For a while, everything felt normal again. By Friday, it was time for the next outing with Mr. Wellington. This time, he took her for a shopping trip. They went to different luxury stores, buying clothes, shoes, handbags, jewelries, and all those beautiful things that ladies like. While they were shopping, Mr. Wellington told Linda that she could also buy some things for her friend. Linda selected a few outfits and jewelries for Victoria. After that, they went to a phone store where he upgraded her iPhone to the latest iPhone. Linda looked at Mr. Wellington and in her heart, she could not stop shouting, "Odogu with the doings." Later, they went out to eat. While eating, Linda paused and asked him, "Why are you spending so much money on me? Because this is a lot." Mr. Wellington replied, "It's because I like you, and when I like someone, I don't do small things." Hey, Odogu. He then asked, "What do you think? I enjoy spending time with you and I want more of this. So, can we date? Please be my girlfriend." Linda hesitated for a moment, then smiled. "Are you sure you want to date me? Because I'm starting to like you too, and I don't want to have my heart broken." Mr. Wellington replied, "Well, let's give this a chance. I am a gentleman. I won't break your heart." Linda smiled, but deep inside, she still wondered how long this happiness would last. After dinner, he drove her home. Victoria could not close her mouth when she saw everything Linda brought home. She became even happier when she realized that some of the things were for her. Linda explained that Mr. Wellington asked her to buy gifts for her friend as well. She told Victoria to call him and say thank you. She saved his number and said she would call him later. That night, Linda called Mr. Wellington. She told him she would like to see him the next day. He explained that he would be very busy with meetings and suggested that they meet on Sunday evening instead. Linda agreed. On Sunday evening, Mr. Wellington picked Linda up and took her to a restaurant. Linda did not order anything. Mr. Wellington noticed how unusually quiet she was, but she finally spoke. She told him she had feelings for him, but she was afraid of dating him. Mr. Wellington was surprised and asked why. Instead of answering, Linda asked him, "Why do you think I'm a good fit for you?" Mr. Wellington smiled and said, "Well, that's because you are beautiful. But that's not the main thing. I watched how you spoke to people during the shoot. You greeted everyone. You were kind, not like some models who act as if they are too important." Linda looked at him for a while. Then she smiled and asked, "What if I stop being beautiful?" He laughed slightly.
How can you stop being beautiful?
"How can you stop being beautiful?" He asked. Then he added,
I will stay.
"As long as your character stays the same, I will stay." Linda was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Okay. I will date you." It felt like a decision made with hope and with fear. Mr. Wellington stood up immediately. "Let's go," he said. Linda was surprised, but she followed him. He took her to his house and showed her around. Linda had never seen a house like that before. It was so big and beautiful. They stayed for a short while, then he drove her home. From the window, Victoria watched as Linda stepped out of the car. She noticed how Linda kept smiling. Mr. Wellington stepped out as well. He hugged Linda briefly and then left. Victoria gasped softly to herself. When Linda came inside, Victoria rushed to her. "Tell me everything. Why are you smiling like this?" Linda laughed. "We are officially dating." Victoria smiled. She was happy for Linda, but somewhere in her heart, she felt something different. A new feeling was stirring up. That night, Linda went to bed feeling happy. She was finally dating a rich man who seemed to truly like her. He was generous, kind, and patient with her. Before she slept, she whispered a short prayer of thanks. But that night, she had another dream. In the dream, she saw the same man again, but this time, he did not say anything to her. He only sat in front of her, staring at her. Linda woke up late the next morning. It was already 9 a.m. when Victoria came to wake her up. "Billionaire's wife, wake up, oh," Victoria said. "It's 9 a.m. I know your boyfriend is rich now, but we have client meeting by 12. As Linda stood up from the bed, Victoria looked closely at her face. She screamed, "Jesus! Linda, what happened to your face now?" Linda rushed to the mirror. Her face was covered in pimples. Linda stood there quietly. She already knew what it meant. The pattern had returned. She sat back on the bed and began to cry. That day, Victoria attended the client's meeting alone. Linda stayed indoors, confused and broken. Linda washed her bedsheet and towels again. She checked everything. She could not understand what she did wrong. She had been careful. She used her skincare products faithfully. She cried until she was tired. Mr. Wellington called her many times that day, but Linda refused to answer. When Victoria returned home, Linda told her about Mr. Wellington's calls. Victoria sighed. "Well, it's good that you don't speak because we don't know how he will react," she said. Victoria then went to her room and closed the door. Inside her room, Victoria sat quietly. A small part of her felt happy that Linda's pimples were back. She did not like that feeling, but she could not push it away. The next morning, Linda's face was still the same. The pimples had not reduced. She still did not answer any of Mr. Wellington's calls. As hours passed, Mr. Wellington became worried. He kept checking his phone. He wondered if he did anything wrong or he did something to offend her. By afternoon, he decided he would come to see her later that day if she continued to ignore his calls. After giving Linda breakfast, Victoria asked, "Have you spoken to Mr. Wellington?" Linda shook her head. "No." Victoria nodded. "Good. Don't worry, everything will be fine," she said. She then told Linda that she had some online meetings and went into her room. After the meetings, Victoria sat on her bed and thought. She remembered the things Mr. Wellington bought for her. The food, the clothes, the jewelries. She also remembered how generous he was. A thought crossed her mind. Wait, what if he likes me too? She sat up straight. Maybe he chose Linda because she was more beautiful. But now Linda's face has changed. Victoria picked up her phone and stared at it for a long while. "I know what to do," she said quietly. She called Mr. Wellington. When he answered, she thanked him for everything he had done for her. Mr. Wellington replied, "Oh, don't mention." Then he asked, "How is Linda? She has not been answering my calls. I am worried. I keep thinking maybe I offended her. I was planning to come to your place later today." Victoria quickly replied, "No, don't come. Something happened. Let's meet so I can explain." Mr. Wellington paused, then agreed. Later that evening, Victoria told Linda she was going out. She joked that maybe she had finally found her own rich man. As she was about to leave, she took a picture of Linda's face. She told Linda, "The man I am meeting is a dermatologist. Let me show him your picture and see if he can help." Linda agreed. She was even happy for Victoria. When Victoria met Mr. Wellington, she already knew what she wanted to do. She planned to tell him everything and let things go the way they may. A part of her believed that if Linda lost him, then maybe he would turn to her instead. As they sat down, Victoria quickly told him that something was wrong. She explained that anytime Linda started dating a man, pimples would suddenly appear on her face. She shamelessly showed him the picture that she had taken of Linda. Mr. Wellington looked at it and went quiet. Victoria continued speaking. She told him that Linda had tried everything, that she joined prayers and she had gone from one dermatologist to another, but nothing had worked. Then she said, "If you break up with her now, you will see her face will clear up again." As the words left her mouth, Victoria stopped. She sat back and took a deep breath. She called herself to order. She remembered how good Linda had been to her, how she had lost her job and had nowhere to go, how Linda took her in and made her her manager, how Linda trusted her and never treated her like less. Victoria shook her head slowly. "No, I couldn't do such a thing," she said to herself. She looked at Mr. Wellington and said, "My friend truly loves you. Please don't break her heart." Mr. Wellington looked at her for a moment. Then he smiled slightly. "You are a good friend," he said. He reached into his pocket, brought out a bundle of cash and handed it to her, then stood up. As he left, Victoria remained seated for a while. She felt relieved. She was glad she had stopped herself. Mr. Wellington went straight to Linda's house. Standing outside the door, he called out, "Linda, didn't you believe me when I said I loved you? I meant it. I know something is wrong. Please give me a chance." Inside the house, Linda heard his voice and began to cry. She did not open the door. After waiting for some time, Mr. Wellington left. Later that evening, Victoria returned home. Linda told her everything, how Mr. Wellington had come and spoken to her outside. Victoria acted surprised. How did he know something was wrong? She asked. "Well, the man really likes you," she continued. Linda forced a smile, then said, "Well, enough about me. How was your date?" Victoria responded, "Another date gone wrong. I don't even want to bore you with the gist, I beg." Trying to avoid eye contact with Linda. That night, when Linda slept, she saw the man in her dream. He did not speak to her. He just looked at her angrily. But in the dream, her face was clear. 5 days passed. Linda still did not speak to Mr. Wellington. Even Victoria began to feel tired. Watching her friend suffer every day was not easy. One evening, Victoria spoke gently to her. "I have tried to hold some jobs for you," she said, "but we need to move on with life. Maybe if you let Mr. Wellington go, the pimples will disappear, just like the other times. We need to work to make money." Linda did not reply immediately. She was exhausted. Her body was tired. Her heart was heavy. For days, her mind kept going back to Mr. Wellington's words. Did he really mean what he said? Was he different from the others? Would he truly stay even with the pimples? Or would he eventually walk away like everyone else? The thoughts troubled her deeply. That night, Linda made up her mind. She decided that the next morning, she would call Mr. Wellington and end the relationship. She felt it was better to let him go than to keep waiting in fear. Before sleeping, Linda remembered that she had missed the NCP morning prayer that day. She decided to join the prayer session that night instead. As she watched, the pastor began to pray. Suddenly he paused, then he spoke. "There is a sister," he said. "You are about to lose a good man because of what is happening to your face." Linda froze. The pastor continued. "Every time you sleep, you see a man in your dream. That man is the reason for your struggles." He paused again. Then he said firmly, "God has set you free." Linda's hands began to shake as she continued listening. "Call that man," the pastor said. "Meet with him, and by the time you wake up, things will change." Linda knew that the words were definitely for her. She picked up her phone and called Mr. Wellington. It was already late, but when he saw her name on the screen, he answered immediately. "I know it is late," Linda said, "but can you come over?" Mr. Wellington did not hesitate. "I am on my way," he replied. Before Mr. Wellington arrived, Linda spoke to Victoria. She told her that she was ready to show him her face and allow him decide for himself. Victoria felt uneasy. She was afraid that Mr. Wellington might disappoint her friend. As they were speaking, there was a knock on the door. He had arrived. Victoria went to open the door. As Mr. Wellington walked in and saw Linda's face, he stopped for a moment. The pimples were obvious now. He understood why Linda had been avoiding him. Victoria quietly excused them and went into her room. Mr. Wellington sat down and tried not to show his shock. He looked at Linda carefully. "I see now," he said softly. Linda could not speak. She only stood there. After a moment, Mr. Wellington said, "We need to start making arrangements for you to travel abroad to see a good dermatologist. We would find a solution." Then he stood up, hugged her gently, and added, "Everything will be fine." He stayed for a short while, then left. That night, Linda took her time to pray. She thought of the man she always saw in her dream. She thought about how afraid she had been for a long time. After praying, she fell asleep. In her dream, she saw the man again, but this time, the man did not speak. The man packed his things and walked away. Linda watched him leave without saying a word. When she woke up the next morning, she went straight to the mirror. Her face was clear. There were no pimples. Linda stood there quietly for a while. She did not have to break up with Mr. Wellington. The pimples were gone. She picked up her phone and called Mr. Wellington. She told him everything about the prayer, about the dreams, and how her face was clear now. Mr. Wellington was amazed. He told her they should definitely travel to see the pastor together. So a few days later, they traveled to meet him. The pastor prayed for them and encouraged them. The following Sunday, Linda shared her testimony with the church. She was filled with joy. Before they left the pastor's city, they met with the pastor again. The pastor spoke with Linda privately. He told her that many people struggle because they don't understand what is happening early enough. He explained that if she had paid attention to the dream before, she might have prayed sooner. He explained that when believers do not understand their authority in Christ, they allow strange things happen to them. And then he said, some battles do not disappear completely. They only change form. That is why you must stay alert and prayerful. Linda listened carefully. She understood. When they returned to their city, Mr. Wellington told Linda about his meeting with Victoria and how she had encouraged him to stay with her. He said he would like to appreciate Victoria for being a good friend. Linda agreed. They bought Victoria a brand new Ford Edge, her favorite car. Victoria was shocked and grateful. She thanked them again and again. Months later, Mr. Wellington proposed to Linda. Their wedding became the talk of the town. Beauty billionaire marries beauty model. Victoria stood beside Linda as her maid of honor. As she watched her friend smile, she felt thankful that she did not make the wrong decision when temptation came. Mr. Wellington and Linda started their life together with joy and hope, and on their wedding night, of course, they smashed. Linda never forgot what she had learned. She remained careful, she remained prayerful, and she paid attention. The question is, who is responsible for Linda's misfortune? Is that person done? Linda has made it her mission to investigate.